Hey cupcakes! Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different because I'm going to be working on a project that I started a while ago and I will be finishing it with you guys today. This project involves diamond painting, DIY, and clay work. So if any of that sounds fun to you, then stick around because you'll get to see the finished product today. So here is where I left off and we begin on this project. As you can see, it is over halfway done because I've already sculpted these nice little mushrooms in various sizes that I now have to try and remember where I wanted them to go, as well as the other pieces of the project. Because here I have the smudged glass for the picture frame and a partial diamond painting that was €3 at one of those dollar style stores here in Germany, and I got a little bit of fuzz in there for free. This is the back of the picture frame, obviously, and then I have the picture frame, which I've already done a little DIY on and went ahead and painted it a nice dark green with a gold trim. And here I'm just trying to figure out where I sculpted these mushrooms to go. And spoiler alert, at the end, I'm still not even sure if that's where I intended for them to go. But I'm messing with this one at the bottom and have yet to realize that that's supposed to be the top. And now here I am trying to get a feel of where they go with the picture inside. And I finally realized that it's upside down because I wanted these mushrooms to grow out of the top and not out of the bottom in some upside down world where mushrooms grow down instead of up. And I'm still messing around with the placement of the pieces. And looking back at this, I hate this. I'm glad I didn't go with that one. But I think I found the paint that I used on the picture frame in case I need to do touch-ups later. And the fact that this paint is over a year old, I still have it, and it's still in good condition is amazing. I guess these little pots are worth the euro I spent on that container. And I'm just going to go ahead and set up my workspace so that I can begin painting these little mushrooms. So I've got my silicone mat, a paint tray, and some brushes. And I'm just going to move all of the little mushrooms over here so they can be together on the silicone mat. And now I'm going to come in with my super cheap acrylic paint in the color Chili Red. And I try to pick this off, but because it's not blocking the hole, I give up. Oh, and I have no idea what that is, but business as usual, let's move on. So I'm just going to squirt out way too much of this paint in here. And if you were here last week, you'll remember these little pots from the Paint by Numbers craft kit that I did where I painted a black cat. And I really feel like I don't want to waste any of the paint that was given to me because I'm frugal, and I think one of these will be perfect for the stem of the mushroom. And I'm missing one that I want to use for the dots on top of the mushroom because this is going to be one of those red cap mushroom fields. And so I believe I'm ready to start painting the mushroom, so I'm going to pick a paintbrush, and apparently this yellow one didn't make the cut because I'm going to go with this squishy handled one. And I'm just going to give all of the mushrooms a coat of this creamy white paint on their stems and the underside of their frills so that I can have that seamless transition from the cap to the stem of the mushroom. And with that one done, I'm just going to go ahead and paint this next one if I can pick him up. He's a slippery little fella because I fumble him while I'm trying to pick him up. And then when he is done here, I am going to roll him over on his face and have to give him a little bit of a touch up before I can move on. And you would think that I'm going to pick up this stem, but wait, never let him know your next move. And now that I've finished the inside of this little cap, I am all done with the stems of the mushrooms and I can move on to the tops. And apparently this paintbrush made the cut this time. And I'm just going to sit here and let my brain load apparently because I forgot what I was doing, I guess. Oh, I'm ready. So let's go ahead and give this mushroom a nice red coat. And I'm going to go around and try to make a clean cut edge with the red so that it really gives that natural mushroom look. And here is the first mushroom all done. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do all of them off camera. And now I'm ready to start dotting the tops of the mushrooms. So we're gonna pick up this little guy first, and he's gonna be the test subject. And oh my god, it is literally one of the cutest things I've ever done in my whole life. So let's go ahead and give the rest of them their little spots as well. And just like that, our last mushroom caps are complete, and we're gonna bring in the picture frame because it is time to make a decision on where these mushrooms actually go. So I'm just gonna get rid of this aluminum foil that I used to protect the paint while I was sculpting on it. So now I'm gonna break out the Uhu all-purpose glue for some long-term stick, as well as some hot glue for some instant hold while it dries. And I'm going to place it on the spot that I've determined where this one goes. And I'm just going to place all of the mushrooms in their designated spots. And someone really needs to call Mushroom Protective Services on me because I have abused some of these mushrooms, especially this one who I dropped on his little head just now. But don't worry, no mushroom damage here. And after they're in their spots, I'm going to take a reddish brown color from that Paint by Numbers kit and dab it along the bottom so it looks like dirt. So it gives it that look that it's actually growing out of the frame, and I'm going to use my finger to smooth it out. And once that color's on, I'm going to go in with the same color as the picture frame so that it really looks like it's growing out of the frame instead of sitting on top of the frame. And because the diamond painting was a little larger than the picture frame, I'm going to cut off some of the excess canvas on both sides so that I can put it in the back. And I end up putting the picture frame back in there and hot gluing it in place. And then I'm going to replace this mushroom because it fell off during that process. And just like that, this piece is complete. It actually really grew on me. I wasn't quite certain about it at first. The mushrooms are definitely my favorite part, but let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye.